Morning everyone, welcome back again. Sunday morning here, I think it's the 14th of September. And I just posted up a video earlier this morning there of a little progress on the 59. And I'm back at it here again, fighting a hell of a cold. I haven't had a cold in, I don't know, 7-8 years. This one's kicking my ass, so dragging that a little bit. But anyhow, we're working on the list, getting a bunch of stuff done. And I'll show you what I'm working on now. So we've got, once the carpet goes in, and I'm not sure if I showed the carpet, it's kind of a marine carpet I got from Vivor. I got it in black. It was really cheap. It looks like it's pretty nice stuff. It's waterproof, marine proof. 6 foot by 13 foot roll was 80 bucks delivered, so pretty cheap. And the floor is pretty flat, so I'm hoping it's going to fit in there without a lot of slicing and dicing. But the one thing I do have to do is I have to make a sill plate or a trim strip that will hold the edge of the carpet down here so it doesn't keep rolling up every time you go to put your foot in. So been tossing a bunch of ideas around in my brain here for the last couple weeks as to what to do. And the little town I live in, nobody sells aluminum angle of any kind, and I'd have to go to Alberta to Medicine Hat, to Home Depot or Metal Mart to get some angles. So I went scrounging in my my old garage where I've got a bunch of stuff left over from boats, and I have this gunwale support out of an old StarCraft boat that I redid, and it's got some really nice crisp bends on it. So I'm going to dissect this, run it through the table saw, and end up with two nice 1" by 1" angles that I can then form and make into my my sill plates to hold the carpet down. So I'm just I got it squared up. There's just enough here to make the two of them. I'm going to use the angle from this end and an angle from down here for the other side, and then we should be good. So we'll just get this ready to go here. I got to split it so that I can put it through the table saw. If you use a table saw with like a 42, minimum 42 tooth carbide blade, it cuts aluminum really nice. Just have to wear a face shield because it throws little chips and shit everywhere. So we'll get set up here and get her done. Okay, after about half an hour of screwing around, I got that piece of scrap aluminum cut down into two nice straight 1" angles that I'll be able to use to make those trim pieces. So it cuts really nice, like I said, on the table saw. The only thing is you're going to have to dress it down. Be really careful with the pieces because they're just razor sharp on all the edges after you cut them on the saw. So I just sanded these down with some 120. I don't want a shiny finish on them anyhow. And now we're going to start cutting and making them fit into those openings. Okay guys, we're back at it here Monday morning. I started on this yesterday afternoon and got fed up with it. Went in, watched a movie. So anyhow, like everything else, nothing can be easy on this truck. So I've got these seat risers that go across, the two of them, that are making this trim piece kind of awkward to build. So what I've done here is I clamped this in the vise, and I used a chisel to bend this up to go up over top of that. Up at the front here, I had to cut the corner and bend this at 90, well not quite 90, it's about 85 degrees, and then make a filler piece for the corner and TIG weld that in. Got this rounded off, and then for this one back here, it actually steps up and stays up, so I had to cut this little jog out. I now have to make a filler piece to weld in here, and then I also have to build a corner piece here to hold this all in place as well. So I'm going to carry on. I'm going to cut this piece next, get it welded in. Then I can, I think from there, I'm going to start putting the holes in for anchoring it before I put this in, just in case things want to move around. And we'll go from there. And then I've got the joy of doing the other side as well. Okay, I've got my aluminum trim in the vise with a 1/4 inch thick aluminum backer just to hold everything level. I made my patch here. Fits in here nice and snug, and it keeps everything at the proper angles. I'm going to get this tack welded, and then I can weld it properly here. So I'm not going to show you TIG welding. I'm not good at it, and it's pretty messy. This aluminum's got a lot of impurities in it because it's from 1976. So I'll get this one welded up, and then there's only one more to do here. Okay, we're back again. So I got the carpet in. To say it was a pain in the ass is an understatement. The sill plates did turn out really good. They hold the carpet down really nice. I do have some wrinkles up there on the hump. As much as I tried, I can't get them out without doing a bunch of cutting, and I don't want to do that. I'm going to put a full-length rubber floor mat in that's going to cover most of that anyhow. And once it gets warm, it'll probably shrink down there and form to the floor better. So I'm now going to get my seat belts bolted in and bolt the seat in, and we can finally put these doors on for the last time. So the other thing I've got done, I've been working on some other stuff. I put some carriage bolts in just to plug the holes where the old mounts were for this square body bed. And over there you can see I built the cover. It's removable for over top of the fuel fill. And then on the bumper at the back here, the top of it, after I got the rust all out of there and seam sealed it, I put a coat of that rubberized rock guard on there. It looks a lot better and probably give me a little bit better traction for getting in and out. So just come over to the other side here. Sill plates, I think, turned out really good. So I'm going to call that good for the carpet. We'll get this seat installed, and then we'll get the doors in. Okay guys, we got her outside. We got the doors on. The running issues are all taken care of, as far as I can tell. Doors are all adjusted nice. Take it for a little drive. Be a little bit windy, but set you down here for a sec. Well, that didn't work. There we go. Running pretty nice. Nice to get the hood on, get some shape up to the front of it here. Still got that low coolant light. Tailgate's rattling a bit. Let her come up to temperature here. Sure is nice to have them running issues over with. She'll be a little bit breezy here going into the wind. Okay guys, that's going to do her for this video. It was a good test drive. The only issue I had was the new radiator cap wasn't sealing, and with no windshield I was getting a little bit of antifreeze spray in the face, but taking care of that already. So we're down to 6 things left on the list other than the clear coat and touching up the paint. That'd make 7. That one will be a fairly big project here coming in the next few weeks. So anyhow, once again, I'd like to thank you all for following along and watching, and all your comments and all your support. So take care, everyone. We'll catch you on the next one.